Yeah, tough one tonight, obviously. That didn't go as planned. Credit to Dayton, they shot the ball extremely well. I'm sure a good part of that was their skill level and success, but internally we feel like a lot of it was us just not doing a very good job defensively, and it hurts a little bit. Seeing a team shoot 86% in the fourth quarter and 70% in the first quarter, don't have a great chance of being successful on that night. But they were ready to go, and we weren't. So that's where you get a 40-point loss. Tough one today.
Questions? Coach, when you have a situation like that when the game started, do you think it was maybe the missing shots affected the defensive end, or maybe it was the other way around, or possibly both?
I'm going to say there's always a correlation between the two, I would think. But I think their making shots hurt us more than our missing. We have not played that significant amount of zone all season. Hindsight, maybe it wasn't the best call, but we played man in the fourth quarter, and they shot even better. So I don't know that it was what we were doing schematically. I just think it was a little bit, maybe a lot of Dayton and a lot of us contributed to their good night tonight.
So when you're in that situation, Dan, what do you look for from the team at that point?
Competitiveness, the same thing I'm looking for every day in practice. I'm looking for young ladies to compete every second they're out there. Not for 2 passes, not for 3 passes. Every second they're on the floor, I'm looking for competitiveness. Diving on the floor for loose balls, fighting for rebounds, being strong when they have the ball in their hands, landing good screens, cutting hard. And, I think we probably did that at a 20% rate tonight. And that's why this one really stings. And it reflects on the scoreboard, but everybody looks at the scoreboard, you lost by 40. Well, we could have lost by 40 because they could have just been a dominant team. I think that we lost by 40 because of who we were. They didn't have their best player tonight. We lost by 40 because of who we were tonight, and that hurts.
Kay was coming in, you cut the gap to like 12 there in the third quarter.
Mm-hmm.
How do you think the team was able to get back and start to cut that lead?
I think in the second quarter we just turned up our competitiveness and intensity, and we were able to cut the gap going into halftime. Came out of halftime, we cut it again, and then we just lost it.
For sort of both of you, does the losing streak, is that in your head at all, or can you sort of separate it as just each game is its own thing?
You can answer first.
Obviously we don't want to be on a losing streak right now, and we're trying to get out of it, obviously. But I think we prep each game, and Coach Mountain does a good job, and we just look forward to the game that's ahead of us at the time.
Yeah, I think externally it looks worse, and maybe internally it doesn't feel good that it's a losing streak. And I was just saying the other day, if it was finishing the non-conference at 6-7 with where we are in our growth as a program, if we lost 1 and won 2 and then lost 3 and then won 3, I'd feel fantastic about it. So there's no extra pressure to end the losing streak. We're trying to win every game we play, and that's where the pressure lies. But really it lies in being a better version of ourselves every day, and we're falling a little short of that. I mean, we've definitely backslid in some areas, and there's been some growth in some areas, but probably not in the positive direction the way I'd like to see it. Although I will say I've been really encouraged with this point guard right here taking care of the basketball for us. She has really just understood what we wanted. I mean, with 9 assists, 1 turnover today, and that's been pretty consistent theme for at least 3 games now. Want to try to build on that because obviously the team-wise we weren't great today with 16 assists and 20 turnovers, but we've been much worse at other points this season. So in a 40-point loss, you might have thought we had 70 turnovers, if you looked at our other games. So she's doing a great job with the ball, so I'm proud of that.
Can you talk about your growth a little bit? Obviously you sit out a year, and it still takes some time to get the rust off. But against Villanova, you had 11 assists. Tonight you had 9. Clearly that's part of the point guard's role in their job.
Mm-hmm.
But can you just speak a little bit to?
Yeah, I mean, obviously the first couple games, it was kind of just getting back into it. I mean, it's still just a work in progress. I mean, obviously I want it should be 100% right now, but I just want to continue to grow and keep learning from Coach Mountain, and he's really emphasized competitiveness and taking care of the ball in practice. So I think practice has just kept leading into games, and I think that's where that's coming from.